Hello and welcome back to Webcast News. Let's get started. And firstly is the news of the most spoiled teenager I think I've ever heard of. This is a Swiss teenager from Zurich who set fire to his Ferrari 458 because he wanted the newer version. So the story goes that a 19-year-old Swiss teen is given a Ferrari 458 by his rich father in March 2014. And this goes alongside around 11 other cars, including a Lamborghini. However, then during the Paris Motor Show in 2014, the new Ferrari 458 S.p.A gets shown, and he wants this car and not the 458 that he has. He then takes this car to a dealership and tries to trade it in, but he can't get enough money to get the newer version. This is despite the fact that he gets 5,000 to 10,000 Swiss francs per month from his dad in pocket money. That's around £3,000 to £6,000. That is incredible and stupid. So of course the teenager comes up with a plan to try and get an insurance claim on the car by setting it on fire. And just out of interest, I looked at the prices of the two different types of Ferrari, and the S.p.A costs around about £208,000, with the regular 458 new costing around £178,000. Which you might think that's only a 30 grand difference, but then you think more expensive cars devalue very quickly after they're taken out of a showroom, so he's going to get a lot less than £178,000. So the teenager then carried out his plan where he went to a brothel in Germany. I'm not sure why he had to do that, but go with it. And then acquaintances went up to the car and set it on fire. And they were actually paid a fee to do this. Surely you could have just saved a bit of money there and just do it yourself and not get caught because your acquaintances got caught. Yes, the problem was the acquaintances who were setting fire to the car were caught on camera doing so. And then I'm guessing the police brought them in because the whole plan is told to the police. And the Swiss teen has been given a suspended sentence of 1 year and 9 months and also has been ordered to pay €30,000, whilst also not getting the insurance claim on his car and really annoying his dad. So that was a great plan. And now an interesting football story. And I don't mean this football, I mean this football. During the weekend game between current Premier League champions Chelsea and Swansea, Chelsea's Eden Hazard, who is seen as one of their key players, went down, had a slight injury, looked like he was going to get back up, but then the physio and the staff ran onto the pitch to then check that he was okay. And if you don't know about football, this means that the player then has to come off the pitch for a bit of time whilst he gets treatment and then can go back on again. Now this angered Chelsea boss Jose Mourinho, and to the point where he has actually basically banned the head doctor from matches and training sessions. Now why has this made such news? Well, the Chelsea head doctor is Eva Carneiro. And of course she's female, she gets banned, moaned at by the manager, and of course a very select group of people decide that this is sexism. To which I say, no it's not. Jose Mourinho does that to everyone, and he's also actually made a head doctor leave before, back in 2005 in his first stint with Chelsea, when the then head doctor Neil Frazier left the club after a row about the fitness of then Chelsea player Arjen Robben. Now don't get me wrong, Eva Carneiro does face a lot of sexism from opposition fans whenever she goes onto the pitch. And it's very unrepeatable, and I wouldn't recommend anybody listening to it because it is terrible. But in this instance, it's really not sexism. It's just him taking an overreaction to a small thing that happened. And it's also expected that Eva Carneiro will now leave Chelsea Football Club because she's basically had her major duties taken away from her but it's likely that another club will quickly appoint her because she is really considered one of the best in the business. And then moving on to something slightly more serious, but it links back to ISIS and no one wants to talk about that anymore. A family of 5 in East London were arrested by counter-terrorism police, with a 51-year-old man, a 53-year-old woman and a 16, 17 and 19-year-old girl being arrested. And this is on suspicion of possessing information likely to be useful to a person committing or preparing an act of terrorism. And the man has also been accused of false identity documents with improper intentions. And all of this searching going on due to links with Syria and the IS militant group and people wanting to go out there and help that group for some reason. This is a part of an ongoing inquiry which last month saw a 16-year-old girl arrested on suspicion of preparation for terrorism. So it's the IS militant group getting in the news without even doing anything, which is their plan at the moment, really. And on that note, that is it for today's video. If the lighting looks a bit weird, I'm sorry, it's just really sunny today. But I hope you have liked the video. If you have, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and as always, thanks for watching.